Hi everyone, welcome to the latest edition of Fitter4 Forty. Quick update from me. So it's been a better end towards the week this week. I've managed to do a bit more activity, which has felt miles better, and food choices have been somewhat improved, which is great. So I really feel like there's been a bit of a kickback from like a really poor start to the week. And that's, I think on the last vlog, just explaining that that's okay. And one of the things I've been speaking to people about is the thing that's helped me get there, as I mentioned, someone gave me a kick up the bum, but also like really focusing back on the purpose of doing this overall, and then thinking about the period of time in which I'm aiming to achieve it. So that's 12 months. And where that's really working is to say, well, actually, if you do have a blip for a given moment in time, if this was a month activity, then, it might be really difficult to recover week on week or what have you. But actually, because this is a 12-month program, well, it's all relative. So, as long as we're heading in the right direction overall, then actually everything's recoverable, and it's about getting back on the bike or back in the gym or back walking or doing whatever activity that you're doing. So yeah, and as much in food choices, I mean, how many times I've said to myself in the past, oh well, I'm just going to start on Monday from now because I've not had a good week, and I've been able to just challenge that thinking. And I know in the past that's what I've done. So I know if in the past, if I've had a not so great week, or it's been slow, or it's felt more difficult, then I've wrote that week off, and then I've said, right, next week I'll go again. But you've kind of already lost the momentum a little bit. So getting the momentum back quickly and bouncing back, and the way I've managed to do that is to focus on purpose, and purpose alone. If I focus on the purpose, I can then start to redo the plan. I can prepare, and even if activity was in the way, like it was scheduled in for this week, and for a number of reasons I couldn't do that activity, then I've replanned, I've re-prepared, so I've got in additional support. So massive thank you to Helen Bennett tonight, who stepped in, that's allowed me to go to the gym. That means a lot, because it means actually that's been the support that I recognise that I needed, given the fact that my wife is working tonight. So they're the kind of details that help in order to fulfil this overall program. So a huge thank you to Helen. It also then says is like, what's the next logical action? So the pursue. So for me, that's really now I'm going to do a 5k run tomorrow at work with the guys that are running, and that'll be fun. It'll be great to do some activity with more people. So I've had that tonight, and I don't know about you, but when I do activity with other people, it always seems easier. I'd be really interested to get your thoughts on that. I know some people have, a real focus about doing their activity at their pace or at their intensity. Which do you prefer? For me, my absolute preference is to do it with other people. But because I have got the motivation and commitment to do this, I'm okay to do it on my own more and more. So all in all, bit of bouncebackability. Never thought I'd say that. Which has been really good. And, when Chris Casper talks about resilience, this week has been about digging in. This week's been about restarting it midweek, not letting things slide too much. And I'm really curious around the end result and performance. So on Saturday morning when I jump on the scales, I'm going to see. It's certainly, I'm really curious to go. Have I managed to stop the rot and maybe maintain, or have I minimised like the weight that I've put on? But we'll see how that goes on Saturday. So hopefully not too bad, but we will see. Alright, as ever, if you can like, comment, even subscribe if you're not already, that'd be amazing. If you've got any questions that either you want my thoughts on, I'm happy to share those, or that anybody else on this channel can help you on as well. Also, big shout out to Simon O'Leary, who is nearly 40. He's got 5 weeks to go, and he's done incredible. So he's got to his ideal weight for the first time in his 30s with 5 weeks to go. Amazing story, awesome effort, and he shared that he didn't have any master plan. You know, he just knew bit by bit that he'd get there, and that's really worked for him. I know he does a lot of cycling, so the core of it is, what do you like to do? What do you enjoy to do that is healthy for you, and can you do that consistently? It's worked for Simon. Massive well done, mate. Really pleased for you, and I will see you soon. Alright.